So to initiate the event, please all welcome the Presidential Advisor for Entrepreneurship, Chair of the ASEAN Business Advisory Council of the Philippines, the founder of Go Negosyo, Mr. Joey Concepcion.
For the last 14 years, Go Negosyo has been advocating that the way forward for our country to succeed is that no Filipino should be left behind. Digitalization is not only pro-all, but pro-poor. This is why the Alliance has come together with Go Negosyo, created this massive event called Sign Up.
Magnegosyo saan ka secure ng future mo, ikay laging ligtas. Delivery na mabilis, lala mo grab food so fast. Gusto mo laging kompleto para mall at grocery. Bakit di ka mag-Lazada o kaya ay mag-Shopee?
2 years and 7 months na po ako sa Angkas. Dati po akong restaurant manager ng isang fast food chain. 6 years po akong restaurant manager. Ang basic ko dati, nung restaurant manager ako ng isang fast food chain, 30 hanggang 35,000. Sa Angkas, sa isang linggo lang, kaya kong kumita ng 10 to 12,000 a week.
Tambay mag-grab food ka, kahit anong menu ang gustuhin ay maiyahatid niya. May nalimutan ka papeles, gamit at mga materyales.
Nag-start ako in 1 unit, isang sasakyan. Tapos sinamahan ko na si Pagatyaga. Kasama lahat ng problema. 4 months ako tumira sa sakyan. Hanggang ngayon, may hawak na po ako ng 12 units. Meaning, isa na po akong operator.
Ito nang pinakahihintay, magnegosyo saan ka secure ng future mo, ikay laging ligtas.
Sa loob po ng 3 taon, una po kinikita ko lang sa sinya sa 2,500 po. Ngayon po kumikita na po ako ng 15,000 pataas. A week po yon. Dati po, umaasa lang ako sa asawa ko na kung magkano lang ibigay. Ngayon po, kayang-kaya ko na po tumayo sa sarili ko po. Yung 4 na anak ko po, yung 2 anak ko po, kaalis na po, pinagpaaral ko po sa National University, private po yun.
Saan ka secure ng future mo, ikay laging ligtas. Delivery na mabilis, lala mo grab food so fast.
Our shop would not be able to reach what we have right now without those mentoring, coaching sessions, the techniques that they are giving to become an effective seller. So, from a regular seller, we're able to achieve the goals, and every time na may goals kami, na ma-max out namin our target.
Nagsikap po ako na magmaneho, mag-drive sa Grab. So maraming opportunities. Makasama mo yung pamilya, no? Ng mas mahabang oras. Yung sasakyan ko po ngayon, more than 3 years na po. Nakakuha po kami ng sasakyan at nakakuha din po kami ng bahay sa Cavite. Kumikita ka na hawak mo yung oras. Dati po yung sahod ko sa isang company ay 16,000 a month. Yung iba, sumusobra pa.
Convey the message of the President. He is happy that you have attended the summit and he sees a very good future for this economy, especially under the leadership of Mr. Joey Concepcion.
I have made a commitment in the last 14 years, and next year will be the 15th year of Go Negosyo. My mission is to help every Filipino out there succeed in life. But in the end, no matter what we do, we can only do so much to guide, teach, and mentor you. But in the end, it is your will, the right mindset that will propel you to success. And it has to be a teamwork. So again, you can bank on us that we will not stop till every Filipino out there has a chance to succeed in life. Thank you.
Congratulations! Clear na si Musa.
Secretary Mon Lopez and myself have been pursuing the vision of giving every struggling entrepreneur out there a chance to succeed.
Together with the alliance here of 30 chambers and organizations, we are committed to this vision.
I believe that by unity, cooperation, and hard work, we shall achieve our aspiration for our country and the good life that we always wish for the Filipinos. Let us work together to realize our hopes and dreams for our people and nation.
Kaya ba natin to? Kaya.
At magandang hapon po. Happy Monday ang aking ka-negosyantes. Ako po si Rj Ledesma, yung inyong Go Negosyo mentor sa hapon na ito. Thanks so much for joining us here again as we take part in celebrating entrepreneurship during this time of COVID. Huwag po tayong mag-alala, marami tayong mga entrepreneurial partners at mentors para makakatulong sa atin during our time of lockdown para maturuan kung paano palakihin at palaguin ang ating mga negosyo. Welcome again to our third week of Go Negosyo's Mentor Me Online. This is a free negosyo mentorship program para makatulong sa ating mga aspiring entrepreneurs to scale up their business. Mapapanood po ng libre ang ating Mentor Me Online araw-araw mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes tuwing alas 11 at 11:03 ng hapon. And of course, this morning, pag-usapan po natin mitigating or paano ayusin yung impact ng COVID-19 sa ating agricultural sector. Kasama po natin kanina si Toto Barcelona, yung CEO ng Harvest, Danny Fausto, National President of the Philippine Chamber of Agriculture and Food, at si Dante De Lima, Vice President of Atisco. So lahat ng mga nakikinig dito ngayon, please put your name, mag-comment kayo sa comment box kung saan kayo nanggagaling ngayon. Pakibati kami lahat dito. We want to know where you're from. At magtanong, matuto, at manalo. Tumutok lang po sa Mentor Me Online Facebook live stream dito lang sa Go Negosyo page. Magtanong sa ating mga Go Negosyo mentors sa ating comment sections right below. So pakisabi lang, Rj Ledesma, galing Makati. Saan kayo galing? We want to know. I-like lang at i-share ang aming Facebook live stream sa inyo mga Facebook account. Kung gusto po ninyo, mag-Facebook watch party pa kayong lahat. At maaari kayong manalo ng free book mula sa Go Negosyo. Abangan ang listahan ng weekly winners sa aming mga Facebook page. And of course, mag-comment ng inyong mga mensahe at mga aral na natutunan sa ating mga Go Negosyo mentors. Maaari kayong magkaroon ng chance na ma-feature sa ating Go Negosyo comment of the day. Please use the hashtag MentorMeOnline at Free Negosyo Mentorship. Yung kagandahan po ng ating Go Negosyo Mentor Me Online, yung buong bansa po nanonood dito from north to the south of the Philippines. At syempre, isa sa mga industriya na talagang naapektado dito sa ating lockdown ay yung agricultural sector, or at least yung tinatawag nila yung supply chain, kung paano umaabot yung mga kasangkapan o kanyari mga flour, yung mga harina, yung mga bigas, o yung mga poultry, yung mga baboy, paano siya umaabot hanggang sa processing o sa kliyente or to the main customer. So we want to know right now, ano magagawa natin ngayon para ayusin yung ating agricultural and value supply chain habang sa panahon ng COVID-19. At makakasama po natin ngayon ang ating mga Go Negosyo mentors. Unang-una, ito po yung Chief Executive Officer ng CDO Foods, si Mr. Jerome Ong. Sir Jerome, magandang hapon po sa inyo. Sir, thank you so much for joining us here this morning. Kumusta po kayo, Sir Jerome? At makakasama po natin ngayon ang ating mga Go Negosyo mentors. Unang-una, ito po yung Chief Executive Officer ng Yan, si Sir Jerome. Ayan, medyo may delay na yung sound. But Sir Jerome, kumusta po kayo dyan? How are you, Sir Jerome? Okay.
Para walang audio, but yeah. Good afternoon, RJ, and good afternoon to all the viewers.
Ayan po. Mamaya konti, babalikan natin si Sir Jerome. Marami tayong katanungan para sa kanya.
Walang... Hello? Para walang audio,
Yes, sir.
but yeah. Good afternoon, RJ, and good afternoon to all
okay.
the viewers.
And then, our next guest, can I please welcome here right now, yung ating past president of the Supply Chain Management Association of the Philippines at yung head ng Marejbhel Transportation Services, Mr. Max Yap. Our next guest, can I please welcome here right now, yung ating
Hi, hello.
president of the
So,
Supply
kumusta
Chain
po kayong lahat yan, yung mga nanonood sa atin dito sa Go Negosyo. So, nandito kami ngayong hapon para makatulong at siguro marinig nyo rin kung ano yung pwede natin gawin sa ating mga negosyo, lalo na kung nasa Agri kayo. So, I hope you will stay and watch our discussion.
Sir, maraming salamat po sa oras po ninyo at tulong sa ating mga kapwang entrepreneur na nakikinig dito po ngayon. At kasama natin ngayon ay yung President-elect of the Supply Chain Management Association of the Philippines. I'm sure kilala rin ni Sir Max, si Mr. Pierre Curay. Si Sir Pierre, Sir Pierre, kumusta kayo, Sir Pierre? Buhay pa kayo? I'm sure maraming trabaho ngayon, Sir Pierre.
Yeah, nice seeing you again, RJ. I would like to say good afternoon to everybody. I know Max very well. We work together. And thank you very much for inviting me again. This time naman for Agri supply chain. Last time was supply chain for COVID naman ngayon Agri. So looking forward to the questions and looking forward to learning from each other, especially from the audience.
Salamat. At alam niyo po, si Pierre nun ay kasama ko ngayon sa Bounce Back Philippines. Tumutulong po kami para sa ating mga entrepreneur at sa mga ating mga frontliners. Maraming salamat, Pierre, na pinaunlakan mo yung aming invitasyon para maging isang moderator rin po sa Bounce Back para makatulong sa ating bayan at sa ating mga frontliners. At syempre, kasama rin natin ngayon yung CEO of Accel Sprout at isang consultant rin sa Department of Agriculture, si Mr. Glen Villaroman. Ayan po, Sir Glen. Yan na, Sir Glen. Yan, Sir Glen. Kumusta po kayo, Sir Glen? Ayan. Mukhang natulala pa si Sir Glen. Sir Glen, nandito na kami. Anyway, Sir Glen, thanks so much. You can't hear me right now, but we'll get back to Sir Glen. Now, let's start off with asking some questions unang-una. I'm sure, unahin natin si Sir Jerome Ong. Sir Jerome, alam ko medyo busy kayo ngayon. Kasi sa maraming crisis management na ginagawa para sa inyong kumpanya.
Yes. Thank you, RJ. And again, good afternoon sa lahat ng viewers ng Go Negosyo.
Yes, sir.
Yes, totoo yan. I didn't imagine that even working from home, which has been the norm for many of us, I didn't imagine that we will become much busier than compared to our typical working day. But understandably, because being in the food business, one part of our business is producing canned goods, canned tuna, canned beef like corned beef, and yung mga delata ngayon kailangan ng mga mamimili, not just supermarkets but many LGUs after heeding the call of our President Duterte to make sure that none of the constituents in the barangays, in the municipalities go hungry. The LGUs quickly put together emergency food packs for their constituents, and that includes normally includes delata. So we're despite having only about 70% of our workforce, we have learned to adopt a wartime mindset where despite limited resources, we have to maximize to churn out the maximum output that we can generate so that we can help feed more people.
Ayan, sir. So, sir, pwede matanong muna, Sir Jerome. Alam ko marami kayong ginagawa mga efforts para sa sa CDO ngayon, no, para makatulong din sa inyong mga constituents sa Valenzuela. Pero pwede niyo muna ikwento po, anong ginagawa ng crisis management ng kumpanya ninyo nung nangyari po ito? Siyempre, una, sinabi nila, lahat sarado, walang pwede magbukas. At number one, may lockdown. So anong ginawa niyo sa mga empleyado ninyo? Anong binago niyo sa mga operations ninyo? Ano po yung overall effect? Kasi gusto malaman ng mga tao, anong ginagawa ng mga kumpanya para mag-manage habang may crisis na ganito? Sir Jerome, pakikwento lang po.
Okay, well, as early as before the lockdown was first announced, and we saw that the cases all over the world were already rising, and even dito sa Philippines, nung nag-uumpisa ng dumami, we didn't know what to expect yet, but there were things that we discussed, and we we made sure that we realized early on that the situation will call for a different kind of leadership. We realized early on that we had to lead, we had to shepherd our people in the most uncertain conditions, and we said we have to be a servant leader first and foremost, and that's not just me, but all our leaders, our managers, because people might not be able to work, people may be scared. Also, the more they need to feel our presence. We didn't know yet at that time that we will be working from home, that we will be leading the organization and leading our people remotely from different locations. And we're blessed with such talented and good people who made sure that as a company, we do our part to help provide food. So, okay naman, we as early as first week of March, we organized our crisis management committee. We made sure that we had COVID protocols in place. What happens kung magkaroon ng lockdown, a major lockdown, a partial lockdown? What happens if there's an infection, a live case within the company?
So, sir, ginawa niyo, Sir Jerome, yung kagandahan ng ginawa ng kumpanya niyo, talaga nag-prepare kayo para meron kayong ginawa parang business continuity plan. So, pag may nangyari, lahat ng mga pwedeng mangyari, yung mga scenario po, pinag-isipan na ninyo para kung nangyari, ito lang po may implement. Hindi po ba? Tama po ba ako dyan?
Tama, RJ. Thank you for reminding me about that. While we do have business continuity plans for a long time, we knew this was something else. It would be something very different from other crises that we've faced in the past. So we further refined yung business continuity plan. Now, for the benefit of our viewers, these things, crisis management, business continuity plan, may sound like parang big ideas or highfalutin ideas that only bigger or older organizations can do. I'd like to correct that impression. Even the smallest company, even a company of 5 people, a company of 20 people, can do simple business continuity plans and contingency plans and crisis management plans to help them survive crisis situations like this. You don't have to be big to do something like this. All it takes is number one, a commitment from your people that they will follow a clearly set goal. Okay? And then, number two, make sure that those plans will work. Aside from making sure that those plans will work, all it needs is a lot of practical common sense. It helps a lot. But, when you have a committed team of individuals, common sense is comes in abundance. Yeah.
Tama sir, maraming salamat po. Gusto ko yan. Basta maganda yung team ninyo. Prepared kayo. Di bali kung mali ito, malaking kumpanya ninyo. As long as you are prepared. Mag-usap-usap kayo. Hindi man kailangan formal na plan. Basta may nakasulat na or may alam kayo kung kayo may tutungo pag may problema. Ayan po yung importante.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
So,
you.
punta naman tayo kay Sir. Maraming salamat, Sir Jerome. We'll get back to you in just a bit. No? Ito naman kay Sir Max. Sir Max, paki-explain lang po ano po yung kumpanya ninyo at ano po nangyari sa kumpanya ninyo habang panahon ng COVID. I'm sure, kagaya ni Sir Jerome, na-apekto din kayo sa lockdown, di ba po? Sir Max.
Yeah, RJ, no? So, kami kasi, we are in logistics business. So, we have tracking, ano? At yung aming tracking is parang kami yung mga third party nung mga different products. So, meron kaming mga food, meron din naman kaming general merchandise. So, we have about yung mga drivers and helpers namin, siguro mga 100, ano? And with this lockdown na nangyari, so yung effect sa amin was really malaki, no? In terms na yung mga tao namin, hindi naman lahat pwedeng bumiyahe. So ang nangyari, ang business was cut down to about 50%. So 50% lang ang pwedeng bumiyahe kasi sila lang yung merong i-deliver. The others were okay, so naka-standby waiting, ano. Ang nangyari ngayon, we have to assist yung aming mga trabahante, yung aming helper and drivers. I had to ask yung aming group to give na mga advance na kagad yung mga sweldo nila. So meron silang gagamitin. Kasi hindi namin alam hanggang kailan ang lockdown natin, ano. So aside from that, we apply also with the DOLE para dun sa assistance sa mga workers, no. So malaki yung naging epekto sa amin. And ngayon ang nangyayari, ang gagawin namin is niro-rotate namin sila para yung iba naman hindi laging walang biyahe. So kailangan mag-rotate kami ng mga tao. Yung iba nag-uwian, mga iba taga-probinsya kasi, so nag-uwian sila because they want to be with their family. So isa nga yung problema namin, yung mga drivers naming iba ayaw bumiyahe kasi natatakot, yung iba umuwi na sa pamilya nila, yung iba naman gustong bumiyahe talaga, but limited lang. So tinitingnan namin ngayon yung post scenario. So anong gagawin natin? Because kahit na mag-start up na yung ibang mga businesses, yung mga customers namin, malamang hindi pa ganun kalaki yung mangyayaring negosyo. So limited pa rin. So kailangan i-stretch out namin yung aming finances. So I don't know if we can still have assistance from the government on that aspect. So ngayon talagang may malaki epekto, RJ.
Sir Max, nakikita ko sa inyo, maganda rin yung isang ginawa niyo pa dyan para may iba. Parang niro-rotate niyo yung mga tao rin para ibang tao para may iba may sweldo kung nangangailangan. Kasi syempre pag isang tao lang natatrabaho, sa kanya lahat ng sweldo. So parang konting bayanihan sa kumpanya, you're able to share with different people para at least masweldohan mo sila. Tama pa ba ako, Sir Max? Okay.
Oo, ganun nga. Kasi kailangan wag lang yung porke ikaw na yung laging nandyan, sa'yo yung biyahe na yun. So sabi namin, kailangan lahat magtulungan tayo.
Okay,
kailangan makabiyahe rin yung iba kasi kailangan din nila ng sweldo, kailangan nila ng pera. So ganun ang ginagawa namin.
Yes, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. We'll get back to you on mamaya konti para mapag-usapan na natin yung supply chain. Pero ikaw naman, Pierre, sa trabaho ninyo, Pierre, ano nakita mo nangyaring malaking mga sagabal or at least mga challenges sa inyong kumpanya nung simula yung itong lockdown? Kasi ikaw nga ay nasa supply chain management. Ano nakita mong mga malalaking problema na kailangan na ayusin ka agad?
In terms of supply chain sa amin, majority of the problem is the movement of goods, right? Pero working with government, working with the we were able to make it smoother. Actually, today nga, I think port, kasi they were supposed to have some port congestion sa port, but what we're, I think from now, medyo nalalabas na siya eh. Nagkakaroon na ng opportunity na luluwag ng port congestion, ay yung ports natin. Kasi if that
Pierre,
gets congested,
para maintindihan po natin lang, yung yung trabaho mo ngayon bilang supply chain management president-elect ay nakikipag-ugnayan ka or tumutulong kayo sa agency task force para maayos nila yung supply chain ngayon habang may crisis. Tama ba ako dyan?
Exactly. So we collaborate with our members to give pointers, or if there are any issues, we share that to the government, particularly to DTI, DA, and then that they share it naman to ITF so that they can craft naman resolutions for us. So which is very helpful because we're able to have smoother flow in the past few weeks. So last week our major problem was the ports kasi yung mga containers nandun pa rin sa ports, hindi makalabas. Pero from what I heard today, makakalabas na siya. So it will now mitigate naman yung challenges there. So in terms of supply chain, yun yung mga usual checkpoints, but it's being solved naman.
Okay, maraming salamat, Pierre. No? So we'll get back to you, Pierre, also in a bit. Kasama na natin ngayon si Sir Glen. Sir Glen, kumusta dyan, Sir Glen? So si Sir Glen naman ay may sariling kumpanya, isang consultant ng Department of Agriculture. Ano ginagawa? Hindi ko alam kung narinig tayo ni Sir Glen, but anyway, nandito tayo ngayon sa Negosyo talking about agriculture and supply and value chain management. Sir Glen, ayan sir.
Hi, RJ.
Malaki po yung ngiti ni Sir Glen, yan lang nakikita ko dito ngayon. Ayan. Ayan Sir Glen, ayan po. Ang laki ng ngiti mo nyo, sir. Bakit maganda pa yung negosyo natin ngayon, sir? Kumusta po kayo dyan sa Accel Sprout? Ano po nangyari din ngayon po after the lockdown? Ano po nangyari sa negosyo natin? At paano nyo inaayos yung negosyo habang panahon ng COVID?
So, yeah, mukhang meron tayo mga technical difficulties. Alam mo, ang Accel Sprout ay we are a agricultural business consultancy firm. Meron din kami mga ibang produkto na pinopromote for natural farming. Yung aming soil conditioner, all natural. At we also have some natural pesticides and fungicides and foliar fertilizers. So, ang ginagawa namin ngayon is tinutulungan namin yung aming mga kliyente para mabigyan sila ng konting ideas kung paano mabuhay habang itong COVID-19 lockdown ay nandito sa atin. But I also consult with the Secretary there sa DA and try to do what I can.
So sir, anong nangyari sa kumpanya ninyo? Paano kayo na-apekto? Yung kumpanya po ninyo sa Accel, paano na-apekto dahil sa COVID? May kailangan nyo ba magsara? Kailangan ba nyo magtanggal ng mga empleyado? Or ano ginawa po ninyo?
Ang maganda nga dyan hindi kami masyado maraming empleyado. So hindi, in that regard, hindi kami masyado naapektuhan.
Pero tumigil ba yung negosyo, yung pag-supply ninyo sa mga inyong mga kliyente nung nagka-COVID?
Well, hindi nga kami masyado naapektuhan dahil wala kami masyado, hindi naman kami employee heavy. Being a consultancy firm, I use a lot of technical experts also that help out.
Okay, sir.
Medyo
okay.
bumagal ng konti, pero I'm still staying in touch with them para matulungan, bigyan sila ng konting ideas kung paano mabuhay para hindi masarado masyado dahil nahirapan nga silang pumunta sa kanilang mga farms,
Yes, sir. Thank you. Sir, balikan natin si Jerome. Jerome, alam ko yung negosyo nyo is a lot about, of course, it's meat processing, right? So, can you tell us yung mga challenges na hinaharap niyo ngayon at paano nyo nasa-solve ngayon? At least nandito ngayon si Sir Max, pati si Pierre, mga taga-supply chain, makakatulong rin sila sa pag-iisip mo. Pero ano mga challenges na hinaharap ng kumpanya ninyo? Are you having mga, may point na medyo mababa na yung mga supplies na kailangan ninyo para sa CDO? Can you share with us your challenges right now in terms of supply chain management?
Yes. Una sa lahat, yun ang una naming in-ensure at hiningi ng tulong sa gobyerno through the IATF. Kasi even if we have the capacity to produce and bring our people to work in the plant, of course, protecting them to the best that we can, following strict social distancing protocols, we had to make sure that we have all the materials that we need. So, mag-umpisa sa customs, kailangan wag magkaroon ng bottlenecks sa Bureau of Customs. And in fact, we are working with government now dahil naapektuhan din ang BOC nung mayroon sila naging infection, nagkaroon yata sila ng live COVID case doon. So they had to change their operating mode. And it took them some time to adjust. The containers of frozen meat and the ingredients piled up. Syempre, lahat yan importanteng maiparating ngayon at ma-clear at magamit. Starting from yung mga medical supplies, yung mga PPEs, mga medicines, testing kits, even yung mga vital raw materials para sa paggawa ng pagkain para despite the ECQ magpatuloy as close to normal as possible ang buhay ng mga kababayan natin. So we're working with the Bureau of Customs on that, and then also we work with we work very closely with the Cold Chain Association of the Philippines. Sila naman yung mga logistics partner natin with the cold storages and the cold chain distribution kasi kailangan ma-transport. The goods have to be both finished goods and raw materials have to be transported freely also. So we had initial difficulties, but the DTI under Sec Mon Lopez, under USEC Ruth Castelo, and the rest of the IATF, they were very helpful calibrating and refining not just the mechanics but the on-the-ground implementation dun sa mga checkpoints. Kasi, so all of that happened in the past 3 weeks. And yun nga, it's, I think we've seen an unprecedented collaboration between private and the public sector to make sure that we deliver the goods, so to speak.
Sir, importante talaga, nakikita ko sa sinasabi niyo po,
that's how we were, that's how we have dealt with it together with our friends in the industry, and we work closely with government to do that.
Yeah. So sir, nakita ko dyan, importante talaga dito, collaboration ngayon po. You really have to work very closely. Dapat aware po tayo ngayon sa mga nangyayari. We have to keep in close touch with what's happening. Ano yung, para, alam ko po, kayo po ay isa sa malaking meat processor dito sa ating bansa. Pero paano naman tayo mga malilit na negosyante na gumagawa rin kagaya mga meat processors or smaller companies na hindi kasing laki ninyo na baka kasi kayo may direct access kayo sa mga IATF. Paano yung mga malilit? Anong suggestion mo para sa mga malilit?
Nawala yata si RJ.
Nako. Wait lang ha.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Wait, can you hear? Sir Jerome, did you hear me, sir? Hear me? Wala si Sir Jerome. But ito naman.
Walay audio. Wala si RJ.
bumabalik po ako. Pasensya na lang po, nawawala. Technical difficulties lang po. Yeah, ito naman kay Sir Max. Sir Max, if you can hear me, Sir Max. Sir Max? Ito na. Kay Pierre na lang. Pierre, can you hear me, Pierre?
Yes,
RJ.
I can hear you.
Sir Max, okay.
Yes,
Sir
yes,
Max,
RJ.
naman po, given all these logistical challenges at bilang po isang
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you, RJ.
isang former president of supply chain management, no? What do you think are the efforts that we can do right now to improve yung supply chain? Ikaw ay isang maliit na kumpanya. What can the small companies do to make sure na steady yung flow ng supplies nila? What do you think they can do in their own capacities? Hello, sir? Mic test, Mike?
I can hear you, RJ.
The small companies do to make sure na wala rin po. How about Pierre? Can you hear me, Pierre?
Hello. RJ, can you repeat that? Putol-putol yung dating eh. Can you repeat that, RJ?
Anyway, kung narinig po ninyo yung ating talk ngayong hapon na ito, it's about agriculture, value and supply chain and management. Yung mga experts po tayo dito, mga eksperto mula sa agricultural industry, pati sa supply chain management industry. Just double checking lang kung bumabalik po yung aming audio. Is your audio back lang po? Just checking lang po.
Putol-putol.
Mic test. Mic test, mic test.
Hello? RJ?
Are we back? Yes, I'm here again. Pasensya lang po, nawala ako. May signal, I'm not sure about the signal here right now. Ayan, Sir Pierre, Sir Glen, nakikita ko kayo. Sir Jerome, Sir Max. Sir Max, can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you barely.
Sir Max? Yes, I'm here again. Pasensya lang po, nawala ako. May signal, I'm not sure about the signal here right now. Ayan. So, Sir Max, there's a bit of a delay, so I'll make the question a bit slower right now. Para sa mga malilit na kumpanya, not the big companies, pero yung mga malilit na kumpanya, Anong pwede nilang gawin habang panahon ng krisis para matulungan sila sa kanilang mga supply chain issues, yung pagkuha ng mga kasangkapan, how do they pull it out? Sino nilang pwedeng lapitan sa mga panahon na ganito para tulungan sila?
So, Sir Max, there's a bit of a delay, so I'll make the question a bit slower right now. Ang maliit na kumpanya, ano pwede nilang gawin habang panahon ng krisis para matulungan sila sa kanilang mga supply chain issues, yung pagkuha ng mga kasangkapan, how do they pull it out? Sino nilang pwedeng lapitan sa mga panahon na ganito para tulungan sila?
Yan, sorry na mawala. Can you hear me, Jerome, Glenn, and Pierre? If you can hear me, just say it.
Yeah,
Pierre.
I can
Okay,
hear
great.
you. I can
Great.
hear you, RJ.
I'll talk to Pierre muna. Pierre, can you tell us the efforts right now ginagawa ninyo kasama ng IATF para matulungan hindi lang yung mga malalaking kumpanya kagaya ni Sir Jerome, kasi syempre si Sir Jerome very active in the industry para kilala niya lahat, para yung ating mga maliit na producers, paano natin sila matutulungan para sa kanilang mga supply chain issues?
Nalilito ako kasi
actually,
hinaan ko na lang yan.
Actually, we have some initiatives right now for specific for the agri supply chain. We are working with DA, DTI, and USAID Deliver to connect farmers diretso to the consumers and to the LGUs. Some of them are donations. Diba currently ang naging problema natin for the past weeks are ang daming oversupply, hindi na bababa yung ang daming supply ng vegetables but hindi na bababa. So what we did was we formed, working with DA, DTI, and also USA Deliver, we were able to create a system using technology and using current logistics infrastructure to bring in the vegetables. So we partnered with DA they lent us FTI in Taguig. So that acts now as our consolidation hub, where we bring all the different vegetables from north to south, from Nueva Vizcaya, from Benguet, from Marinduque, from Bicol, from Laguna, and then consolidate there and packet process it for either LGUs or for end consumers. So it becomes now all of the products that are having difficulty to be sold by the farmers, we get it from them and then sell it here. So it's far more reaching in terms of having that solution to bring it. So it's an end-to-end solution. We at the supply chain end, we make sure that the farmers gets their goods here, and then they get paid a good profit out of it. So that's the initiative that we're doing to help farmers and also, provide for the LGUs na you would need to give out yung mga relief goods. At least ngayon, kasi canned goods rin, meron rin silang mga vegetables. So para kompleto.
Okay. Tanong ko lang sa mga nakikinig dito ngayon ng mga farmers or may contact sa mga agriculture sector, paano kayo mako-contact para masama sila dyan sa consolidation ng mga vegetables sa FTI?
Yeah, they can get in touch with me. Maybe I can leave my contact details. My name is Pierre Curay. And then you can connect with me via maybe Facebook or via the Go Negosyo page. Those farmers who want to bring their goods, they can connect with us. And then when integrated them into the supply chain, so they can bring their goods and we take care of selling and providing it to the LGUs.
Okay. But pero Pierre, dyan lang sa lahat ng mga goods na papasok sa Manila, di ba? How about, so that it means that kayo nag-ayos yun ng mga checkpoints para makapasok yung mga lahat ng mga papasok sa Manila. Okay.
Yes. The beauty of what we have to say is we closely work with government. So with the checkpoints and all of that stuff, it's easier for us to get through. Kasi we work with DA and we work with DTI. We work also with IIT, the Joint Task Force. So we're not having any problems of, if there is, very minimal, but it still gets through to where it needs to be.
Okay. So kung may mga complaints sila, kung naiipit sila, pwede ka ba rin tawagin para maayos yan?
Yes,
so again,
sure.
Ayan, so pwede may konti ipakita yung mga details ni Pierre dyan para sa ating mga nakikinig sa mga farmers if you need help sa mga checkpoints or if you need to deliver to Manila. Si Pierre po yung contact person nyo dyan. Tumutulong siya sa interagency task force para maayos yung supply chain dito. Balik ka na, Sir Max. Can you hear me now, Sir Max?
Yes, RJ. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, clear.
Sir Max, okay naman po sa mga maliliit na entrepreneur na ngayon problema sa kanilang supply chain, what efforts can they do right now to help alleviate the problem? Paano naman solve? Maliban sa pag-uusap kay Pierre, what can they also do in terms of managing internally sa mga tao nila pagdating yung supply chain ngayon? What can they fix up right now internally?
Yeah, so sa mga maliliit, like sa amin, yung mga maliliit na mga truckers na I think what we need to do really is to, kumbaga keep our employees afloat, So kung ano yung ma-extend natin na tulong sa kanila, even right now, ang nangyayari, we're trying to find jobs for them, naghahanap kami ng mga bukas na mga establishments, para mabigyan namin ng trabaho yung mga tao. Kasi hindi pwedeng we will just stop kasi wala kang trabaho, walang delivery. So kailangan talaga tulungan natin sila. Assets, people are assets, remember, di ba?
Oo.
Yun ang sinasabi natin. Kasi pag nawala yung asset na yan, wala tayong negosyo. So yung mga maliliit na mga negosyante, siguro we really need to stretch yung ating mga kakayahan para matulungan natin ang mga tao.
And then kayo rin po, Sir Max, paano tulungan yung mga tao para mag-collaborate? Ano magagawa nila para mag-collaborate? Nakita natin kay Jerome, kay Pierre, yung kaganda na mag-collaborate sa mga iba't ibang kumpanya. Kay Jerome, nakikitulong din siya sa iba't ibang kumpanya, kasama ng gobyerno. Ano magagawa ng mga small businesses na importanteng supply chain? Paano sila makikipag-collaborate lang? Sino na lang pwedeng partneran para matulungan sila? I think delayed lang po yung dating kay Sir Jerome, kay Sir Max. Sir Max, can you still hear me, Sir Max? Dito muna tayo kay Sir Glen. Sir Glen, can you hear me, Sir Glen?
Yes, I can hear you, RJ.
Sir Glen, I know in the agricultural sector, I'm sure many farmers have been affected dahil maraming magsasaka hindi mapadala yung gamit nila. How can we properly manage them? How do we get the word to them na pwede silang pumunta sa kay Pierre or may mga matulungan? How do we help these small farmers right now? The best way.
We are facing really something very unprecedented right now. And I don't think anybody actually anticipated any of this. I agree sa lahat na sinasabi na kailangan mag-continue ang ating mga farm operations. Ang ginagawa ko is I work with yung DA and actually planning out mga policies on how makabalik sa trabaho ang ating magsasaka, paano yung mga ani natin makakarating sa merkado at para mabigyan naman ng pera ang ating mga nangangailangan na kababayan. So one thing kailangan talaga yung sa mga checkpoints natin ay yung mga workers na wala namang signs ng infection, sana mabigyan ng pagkakataon makapunta sa mga bukid-bukid at para makapagtrabaho, lalo even yung sa mga livestock farmers natin, they need to be able to get back to work because food production hindi tumitigil yan at pag nagtatanim nga pinag-uusapan, very timeline driven yan. So yung mga panahon kung tag-init, tag-araw magtanim, pag hindi mo tinamaan yung mga schedules na yan, magkakaproblema tayo. Even yung pagdadala ng mga kailangan sa pagtatanim, like yung ating mga inputs, mga fertilizers, kailangan makarating yan. Mga animal feeds for livestock producers, kailangan nakakarating yan. Hindi lang talaga yung yung kasi yung supply chain, yung daloy ng lahat ng materyales, tao, at pera para makapag-produce tayo ng produkto. So pag naputol ang isa sa mga bagay na yan, nagkakaproblema tayo. So kailangan magawa natin ng paraan na hindi matitigil ang ating mga farm operations para yung ating supply chain ay tuloy-tuloy ang takbo.
Okay. Jerome, Dr. Pierre, ano magagawa natin para dyan? Since nakuha mo yung input ni Sir Glenn ngayon, makakatulong ba yung input na yan sa yung mga planning with the IATF to ensure yung free passage rin ng mga farmers to go to the farm, di ba?
Yeah. Yes. Yung nagiging problema kasi ngayon, di ba? The cargo, the movement of cargo is okay already. But tama si Sir na yung mga tao that are still afraid to go to work, like going to farms, going to the warehouses. We have the same problem eh. So, and most of it from the field na narinig ko is that their problem is hindi sila pinapadaan ng checkpoint kasi sabi daw di naman sila cargo ang dala. So things like that. So I think we've shared that with the IATF among the different stakeholders. I think they're also telling the checkpoints to make sure na these are essential workers. Eh. So technically, the farmers are the frontliner, are also frontliners. They're equally important in this battle of COVID. Eh. If they cannot get to work, katulad sabi ni Sir na after 30 days wala na tayo kasi it takes time to grow eh. So as soon as they can get back to work, as soon as the farmers start producing, then
delayed din.
So and then it will be a challenge in the future. It should be continuous. The supply chain should be continuous.
Ayan po. So, sana mabigay ng input rin sa IATF para mabigyan ng special ID na o permit yung ating mga farmers para tuloy-tuloy. Frontliners rin po yung ating mga farmers ngayon. At
Yes,
kailangan
exactly.
nila ng tulong rin. Oo. Sir Max, kayo naman po, sino pwedeng how can we collaborate? Who can small companies collaborate with right now to ensure, let's say, sabi mo nga sa iyo naman is managing your people during this time na walang trabaho. Are there companies which you can collaborate with right now to ensure may trabaho yung mga tao mo habang panahon na ganito para tuloy-tuloy lang yung sweldo at least or yung supply chain, Sir Max?
Yeah, yun din ang ginagawa namin, which we try to find jobs for them, no? So, naghahanap kami ng mga open na mga establishments, mga companies, no, na pwede namin ibigay yung services namin. Kasi talaga, ang logistics, talaga malaki yung nabawas, no? Nagpapadeliver tayo, sabi nga natin, we have to keep the supply chain moving, ano? So, kami, part of the supply chain, kami nagdi-deliver, but not all the companies are open. So, ang mga bukas lang ngayon are the essentials, ano? So, yun din ang gusto namin mangyari if we can collaborate with other companies, no, na kailangan nila yung services namin. Yun ang ginagawa namin, RJ. And we hope that sana nga after ng another 2 weeks pa natin, slowly we will be having already itong mga jobs na kailangan natin.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Ano niya pa si Sir Jerome? Jerome, are you still with us, Jerome?
Yeah. Can you hear me, RJ? Yeah.
Nandiyan pa si Sir Jerome ng CDO Foods. Again, pinapag-usapan natin ngayon. Discussing the agricultural value and supply chain habang may COVID-19. Ito mga panauhin po natin. We have Jerome Ong ng CDO, Max Yap, Mr. Glen Villaroman ng Department of Agriculture Consultant at si Pierre Curay ng Supply Chain Management Association. Sir Jerome, sa inyo naman po, sa palagay ninyo as the private sector, as a member of the private sector at isang malaking kumpanya, how can we ensure right now na makakatulong tayo sa food security ng ating mga komunidad? Because alam nyo po, like they say, a hungry man is an angry man. At syempre, from now up to the end of the lockdown, kailangan pakainin yung mga tao. At anong responsibilidad natin ngayon para magkaroon ng food security? Ano mga efforts natin pwedeng gawin para magkaroon ng food security?
Yes, thank you, RJ. Yeah, like what I mentioned earlier, we are on a wartime mode mindset right now, where the goal is to maximize output despite limited resources or despite the necessary barriers that are in place. So, so far, we're succeeding naman along with the rest of the industry. Kaya kahit na minsan merong mga delays sa availability ng mga delata, nakakahabol din naman. But more importantly, I'd like to talk about two things para rin sa mga ating mga viewers. No? Ngayong isa, yung ngayong habang COVID phase tayo at saka yung post-COVID. No? Ngayon, tama yung sinasabi ni Sir Max kanina na this is the time for us to help our own employees as we help other people. While the government has rolled out, has announced its 200 billion rescue package for the 18 million households who need it the most, hindi natin yun dapat intayin. As employers, we should be the first ones to help our own people. Kasi nga, again, borrowing from what Sir Max said earlier, without our people, we are nothing. Without people, there won't be anyone to produce our goods. So kung merong unang tutulong sa mga tao natin, walang iba kundi tayong mga employers nila. Okay? So I will not elaborate on what we have done for our employees, but suffice to say, and you can, I think by now, a lot of people know about this. I told them on day one, walang ni isa sa inyong may iwan. We assured everyone at CDO that nobody will be left behind no matter what. So I guess that resonates very clear across the organization, and that even includes our third-party contractors and partners. Kasi they're part of the parang supply chain. Lahat yan kabit-kabit eh. It's not just our organic CDO employees. Even our frontliners in the supermarkets who are third-party merchandisers, even the janitors, even the canteen personnel, even the security agency, we made sure we have something for them. So at the same time, we enjoin their employers kasi hindi naman natin sila tao. We ask their employers to help their people who are assigned to us. Yun dapat ang spirit ng bayanihan eh. Dapat tulungan natin yung mga kasama natin. Dahil kung wala sila, wala naman tayo. No? Okay, now, on a broader perspective naman, post-COVID, talagang mas dapat magkaisa at magbuklod-buklod yung iba-ibang agriculture sectors, pati ang supply chain. Because perhaps one lesson we will learn after COVID-19 is that a country, any country, should really be self-sufficient on food. Even other countries now would like to keep their produce, their agricultural output for themselves. They have to feed their people first. No? A strong and self-sufficient agriculture and agribusiness sector is the solution to food security in our country, and that is why we have after many years of bickering with the livestock sector, we're glad to share with everyone that we are now forging a collaboration with our partners dun sa livestock, particularly yung mga nasa pig industry, nasa hog raising sector. Lalo na pag natapos itong ASF, itong as we know, medyo hindi lang na pag-uusapan ngayon kasi lahat tayo nakatuon sa coronavirus. Yung African swine fever, hindi pa tapos yung problema. Pero pag natapos yun, naghahanda na kami together with the livestock sector so that more and more we can support local hog raisers. No? Ang hiling lang naman namin sa kanila kasi minsan, and the Pro-Pork, the National Hog Federation, and the other legitimate federations, naiintindihan po nila ang sitwasyon. Kaya lang, may mga ibang mga elements within their sector who have this radical view who are totally against importation. Kahit naman kami, kahit nag-i-import ang mga processors, ayaw naman natin mag-import. We import because we don't have sufficient supply of the cuts that we need. Pero as the local sector, the local livestock sector becomes more prepared to meet our standards and the quantities that we need, we would rather buy from them rather than buy from abroad. Tayo mga Pilipino lang magtutulungan, sino pa ba? Yan. Ayun lang yung, so we stand by that commitment, the way we commit to our employees and to all the other sectors. That is our commitment to government, and that is our commitment to the other sectors, that we will help them first and foremost before anyone else.
RJ?
RJ?
I think nawala natin si RJ eh.
Nawala.
Kasi sir, baka meron rin kayong Villaroman, meron kayong mga other initiatives also para ma-share na rin natin dito while hinday na si RJ, kwentuhan na tayo.
Tama, pwede.
Well,
self-moderate.
Alam mo, sa Pierre, marami talagang mga plano na nakahanda na for implementation. Natigil nga lang dahil dito sa lockdown. One of the things nga that we were really looking at is strengthening yung ating supply chain system. And with the lockdown, we can see really how important the supply chain is when it comes to ensuring the food that we all need. It has shown that hindi how important logistics is. Yung ating yung logistics system, kailangan yan. Nakikita natin kung gaano ka-importante yung ating mga raw materials na pag hindi nakarating, ay hindi rin makakapag-produce ang ating mga producers. Isa sa mga bagay na hindi natin naiisip na kasama sa supply chain ay ang tao. Kanina, sinabi ni Sir Jerome yan, kung gaano ka-importante ang tao. Kasi ang supply chain, hindi lang naman raw materials yan, tsaka produkto, pati tao, in services, tsaka pera. So,
exactly.
Maraming mga initiatives na pinaplano para mapalakas natin ang supply chain system natin, even our value chain. Kasi ang mga entrepreneurs natin for such a long time, they have not been organized. So one of the things that we were looking on doing is to do the clustering, farm clustering, so that we can achieve economies of scale.
Yes.
Kasi if you are able to produce to scale, then it would make sense to really invest money in infrastructure for post-harvest handling and processing. So, kailangan alam natin kasi for ilang dekada na, nakikita natin ang resulta ng neglect. For several years, the agricultural industry has been really, when you really think about it, has been neglected. Now, I would hate to say that this lockdown is a blessing, but maybe a silver lining to all of this is that it has opened eyes to see how important all these things that we were saying that has been falling on deaf ears. Maybe ngayon, kahit na ang mga mamamayan natin, nakikita na nila kung gaano ka-importante ang ating mga food producers, ang ating magsasaka, ang ating mga mangingisda, at hindi lang yung pati yung mga nagpo-produce ng ating mga processed foods. 'Di ba? Kasi sa supply chain, hindi lang yan. Pag tinignan mo yan, lalo na sa mga food manufacturers and food processors, kailangan din nila yung free flow ng kanilang mga spare parts. Kasi pag ang makinarya sa processing
Yeah.
nasira, kailangan nila para makapag-operate sila. Di ba? So, marami mga bagay na nabibigyan ng ilaw na para makita kung gaano ka-importante at how they all fit in together. You know? So, one of the good things is we see the importance of the farmers, which is really very important kasi sila yung ating mga bayani na hindi napapansin. Ngayon makikita natin kasi kung wala tayo, wala yung mga yan, hindi tayo mabubuhay, di ba?
Tama.
So,
Sir, can you hear me now? Am I back?
Yes.
Yes, you're
Okay,
back.
good.
Yes, RJ.
Sorry,
So-
Monday is not working for us very well today. So, sir, pwede lang matanong lang maganda. Actually narinig ko yung conversation ni Sir Glenn pati ni Jerome. Talaga nakikita natin dyan yung importance of kung gusto mo ng long-term food security, we must be dependent on ourselves. We must be self-sufficient when it comes to agriculture. Very, very clear. At maliban pa dyan, dapat maganda yung collaboration ng supply chain from the hog raisers, from the poultry makers, to the processors. Dapat maganda yung ginagawa natin ngayon dito sa lahat. Question lang, moving on. What do you think will be the new normal? Di ba marami nangyari po, marami tayong natutunan ngayon dahil po sa crisis na ito. Hindi lang sa physical distancing, hindi lang sa pagiging self-sufficient sa agriculture. What do you think will business be like pagkatapos ng lockdown? How can we prepare for it? At yung pangalawang tanong, kasi baka maputol tayo ulit, is that, syempre pag sa negosyo, lagi may mga oportunidad na lumalabas sa panahon ng crisis. Ano nakikita mo mga opportunities in this time of crisis as well na lumalabas? So unang-una, Sir Jerome, dyan po sa CDO, sa kumpanya ninyo, anong nakikita nyo yung bagong normal? Anong pagkatapos ng COVID lockdown, pagbalik ng negosyo, what do people have to do differently right now pagdating sa negosyo?
Okay. Yeah. What will the new normal look like? The new normal will look like this, and it should look like this. Kasi kundi sayang naman yung big wake up call na binigay sa atin ni Lord kung hindi magiging ganito. The new normal should be we all do not take things for granted. We should not take for granted na see how clear the sky is, see how clean the environment is. Hindi pwedeng pagkaganitong nakahinto lang tayo ganyang kalinis ang environment. This is the only earth that we have. Even when we go back to normal, we have to take care of the environment. We have to take care of this earth because pagka nasira ito, wala tayong pupuntahan. So that should be the new normal. We should first and foremost conserve our natural resources, take care of it, do not pollute, be mindful of our emissions, and then we don't know what the next disease, what the next virus will look like, how damaging it will be. But what we know is that this is not the first time, di ba? There's a Spanish flu in 1918, and then marami pang iba noong 1950s, and then yung SARS, yung MERS-CoV. So while COVID-19 is new, a pandemic is not new to us. Kaya lang, it's so easy for us to forget it. In each of those, there are lessons learned. Sana lahat, the new normal should be mas maging maingat tayo sa personal hygiene natin. Okay? Mas i-practice natin yung social distancing. You know? We should take care of our health. You know, these things sound so simple, but now, the past 4 weeks, we realize that it is easier said than done. But that's how the new normal should be. The minute that we forget this very big lesson that we are being taught now, it will all be downhill again from here. So that should be the new normal. We have to take care of the earth. We have to take care of our environment. We have to be more corporate, more responsible corporate citizens and agribusiness and supply chain people. And uh, we should uh, we should conduct ourselves on personal level and in our workplaces. Uh, we should practice all these mitigating measures to prevent the next pandemic. Yun ang sa tingin kong dapat natin gawin. Yes.
Agree. So talaga environmental protection or being environmental friendly, magiging malaking factor na yan for the new business normal.
Yes.
Si RJ.
Yeah.
Sir, Jerome, paano naman to? Ano yung mga opportunities na nakikita mo sa negosyo? What are the opportunities you see emerging dahil sa crisis na ito?
Well, the opportunities we already saw them that as people as we all had to stay home, we became more reliant on online and delivery services. So maraming opportunity yan for our friends in the logistics sector. To my view, in my limited view, because I'm not a supply chain guy, malaki ang similarity ng ginagawa nilang bulk delivery versus yung house-to-house delivery. Yung bulk delivery, yung delivery nila Sir Max in small, medium, or big trucks to industrial users, ito nagkaroon ng shift to smaller trucks or even motorcycle delivery boxes straight to homes. And that will have an effect on retailers. And I'm sure retailers, our friends in the supermarket industry, are already reviewing their business model so that they can be more responsive to these yung home deliveries. Ang dami mga online deliveries ngayon. Kami, yung CDO in particular, mabuti lang that we have a small chain, 25 company-owned stores spread around Metro Manila. They help us augment our delivery network. Yung small drop deliveries din ang gagaling. They're some of our frontline heroes now. The present situation. They're busy delivering to homes, to small industrial users, and then we do pilot tests such as the one in Valenzuela with Congressman Wes Gatchalian, yung mga mobile grocery. And then we're also partnering with the likes of Lazada and other online platforms. And we also notice that there are more and more sa mga Viber groups, sa mga village Viber group, ang daming mga
village groups,
mga food deliveries, no? I think that's an opportunity for Mercato also, no? Aside from having them come to you when we can all come out now, is also to bring Mercato closer to the households, and we can partner. We can and we are we're partnering right now with these online delivery platforms. So
Yes,
I think that will be the new norm, and that's how not just us but other suppliers, other food manufacturers, and the establishments are coping with the lockdown.
Yan, actually maganda yung segue nyo, Sir Jerome, kasi actually nagsimula kami ng Mercato Food Delivery para sa ating mga food vendors para makarating na, because I think isang importanteng opportunity na lumalabas is really developing your own logistics platform na kahit maliit lang, dapat in-house para pag may problema ulit, kaya mong sagutin. Hindi mo kailangan mag-rely sa ibang tao sa labas para ayusin yung mga problema ninyo. Moving on.
We can partner with that. Let's collaborate on that, RJ. I think there's something that we can work on so that we can both bring our products closer to the families.
That's right, sir. Thank you so much. And now, kay Sir Max naman.
Yes,
Sir Max, kayo naman po. Ano magiging anong palagay mo magiging, let's say mag-forecast tayo, ano yung magiging new business normal pagkatapos nito? And then pagkatapos after the new business normal, can you also tell us ano mga opportunities na nakikita mo lumalabas dahil sa crisis na ito, Sir Max?
Yeah. Thank you, RJ. Doon sa sa mga opportunities that I took notice of in times of crisis, ano yung pinaka-importanting bagay sa tao, no? Pagkain, di ba? That's your business. Pagkain, yun ang nakita ko na talagang very, very critical in times of crisis. Pagkain, tubig, pharmaceuticals, no? So siguro kung tayo ay mga entrepreneur, mga maliliit na negosyante, nag-iisip tayo. So ano yung nakita nating opportunity dito? Yung pala na kahit na anong crisis, ang tao maghahanap ng pagkain. So that would be a good opportunity for everybody to look at na hindi lang on the normal times na kailangan ng pagkain, mas lalo siyang kailangan during the crisis. Okay? And then ano yung magiging norm natin, no? After the crisis na to, ano yung norm? Siguro all of the business, maliit o malaki, would have to go back to the drawing board. Ano yung BCP natin? Kasi kami, when I was working with a big company before, meron kami mga BCP. Pero itong crisis na to hindi kasama sa BCP namin. No? So, di ba, kahit na may BCP ka noon na ginawa, tungkol sa bagyo, sa earthquake, sa lahat, no? Yung port congestion, nasa BCP namin. Yung crisis na to, wala sa BCP to. So we have to go back to the drawing boards and include yung ganitong klaseng crisis. Ano yung gagawin natin? Ano yung business continuity plan natin? Dahil pag wala tayong BCP, di ba? Patay ang negosyo natin. No? Kaya tayo, kahit maliit tayong negosyante, dapat kahit gano'ng kasimple lang yung BCP, gawin natin to. This would be a big lesson for us. No?
Okay. Sir, ano nakikita niyo naman, maliban sa paggumagawa ng isang business continuity plan, ano naman yung makikita mong opportunities? Siyempre, lagi sa crisis, may opportunity na lumalabas. Ano nakikita mong mga opportunity ngayon sa crisis na ito, sa mga negosyo?
Well, sa mga negosyo siguro ang nakita kong mga opportunities is that yun na nga, we should think about yung how we will be able to manage this crisis sa ating negosyo, no? So yung sabi nga natin kanina, pinag-usapan na natin yung tao natin, that we had really to be concerned of our people, no? Yung operations natin, no? Siguro mas kailangan pa nating palakasin yung operation, especially yung mga sa pagkain. Kasi yun ang opportunity doon. Yung mag-thrive na business during this time of crisis, the opportunity is there on the food. No? Food business ang dapat na talagang pag-isipan natin. And yun nga, yung agriculture, yun, isang malaking niyan na yung agriculture natin, palakasin natin, no? Siguro ngayon dapat we have to concentrate more on having self-sufficiency. Hindi ba natin ma-achieve yung 100%? Okay lang yun. But at least we can have yung mga 80% of sufficiency natin doon sa agriculture products natin, rice, yung mga poultry products and other yun ang sigurong opportunity that we had to look at in this time of crisis natin.
Okay. Sir Max, maraming salamat po. Pierre, can you hear me, Pierre?
Yes, I can
back
hear
to you
you.
lang, Pierre. Okay, we talked about the opportunities. How do businesses now have to prepare for the new business normal, and then how can companies improve their operations, improve the opportunities pagdating ng new business pagkatapos ng COVID? What are you seeing?
Yeah, I think the new normal, like what Jerome said, and like what Max said, is going to be an online world. E-commerce is going to fly tremendously, and really everybody, it's going to be a shift to online eh. It's also a good opportunity, like what said nga, sabi ni Glenn, is it's a silver lining that we can change things to what would benefit yeah, especially the farmers, and in our cases, right? It's going to be a total revamp of what business is going to be. So shifting to, like what I suggest, is that companies now should focus on shifting to digital, providing that your business to become online, because I am sure after this, online will now be maybe as regular as other countries, where in other countries e-commerce is around, it is around 30% of the total retail sales, right? In the Philippines, we're still around maybe 1%. So just imagine the growth opportunity for e-commerce, the growth opportunity for other companies to go into online. So that's, I think that's the reason why we're also putting into the agriculture into e-commerce, connecting the consolidating everybody, connecting the farmers and the consumers, so that they can get fresh produce directly from the farmers, and then lessen the waste, and then also get providing higher profits for the farmers. So that's an opportunity that we've gone in, and we believe that online selling, e-commerce, will be the new normal talaga this coming after this COVID event.
Got it, got it. Thanks so much. And finally, kay Sir Glenn. Sir Glenn, nandiyan pa rin kayo, Sir Glenn? Nandiyan pa ba si
Yeah,
Sir
I'm here.
Glenn?
I'm here.
Sir Glenn, kayo naman po. Finally, wrapping things up lang in terms of what can we do, what will be the new normal para sa ating mga farmers, at anong opportunities nakikita mo para sa agricultural industry natin after this crisis? Na lumalabas, syempre, entrepreneur tayo. Lagi tayo nag-iisip ng mga bagong ideya para mas maging maganda yung takbo ng ating negosyo. Sige, sir, please share with us.
Well, para sa akin, ang new normal is that lahat tayo, mulat na ang ating mga mata. We have our eyes opened really wide with what has just happened. We see the importance of food and being prepared. Para sa mga negosyante natin, ang lagi ko sinasabi, it is always good to have a strategy, a plan. A contingency plan is part of that strategy. Na kung ano man ang mangyari, meron, alam na natin, na po-forecast natin, ano ang gagawin natin. Because of what happened to us, napilitan tayo to reassess kung ano yung mga strategiya natin, ano yung mga pamamalakad natin. Nakita natin kung gaano ka-importante ang pagkain sa ating buhay. Nakikita natin kung gaano ka-importante ang supply chain. Nakikita natin ang gaano ka-importante ang mga magsasaka. So we see the importance of having plans, of having data. You know, by what has happened, we open our eyes to see the things that we are weak at. We, as a country, when it comes to agriculture, we have so much potential. Actually, yung sa 8 paradigms ni Secretary Dar, you know, it is actually geared to maximize our potential. We can be a net exporter rather than being a net importer as how we've been these past few decades. So there are things we can do individually and collectively to be able to rise up above that, so that if, I hope it never happens, if we are hit with something like this again, we will be more prepared. Hindi na tayo masyado natatakot na wala tayong kakainin, because nasa kapasidad naman natin na makapag-produce tayo ng kakainin ng bawat Pilipino. Hindi ako naniniwala na meron dapat magugutom na isang Pilipino dahil binigyan tayo ng may kapal ng lahat ng kailangan natin para pakainin natin. Hindi lang ang ating bansa, pati yung mga ibang bansa. Let us try to maximize our potential. But we can only do that by cooperating and collaborating with each other. Itong lockdown has shown how, you know, we may have forgotten yung mga bayanihan, yung tulungan, collaboration. Ayan ang kailangan natin para makaabante tayo. As far as new business opportunities,
Yes, sir.
naandyan naman. It's always been there. I've always told everyone who would care to listen, agriculture is the game changer. It can be the one that can push the Philippines over the top. And so the potential has been there. We have our eyes open to the possibilities because, the market is huge. We're there. We can see anong potential. We have the know-how to do it. So, ang problema lang naghahabol tayo from decades nga of neglect. So, we hope that people will now be more open to new ideas, to new technologies. Yung mga rice farmers natin, baka naman mas open na sila to new things para mapalaki yung kanilang ani, di ba? Pag nagtulong-tulungan tayo, we can cluster the producers, the farm producers, the fisher folk, so that we can achieve the economies of scale needed to establish post-harvest facilities to process all of these raw materials into finished products, which will allow us to compete in the international market. Marami tayong magagawa, maraming oportunidad. Ano nasa puso na lang, tanungin natin ang sarili natin, ano ang nakikita natin, ano ang nasa puso natin, ano ang handa nating gawin para umasenso ang ating mga pamilya at ang ating bansa. So,
Ayan po.
ayun ang nakikita ko.
Ayan, maraming salamat ulit. Oo. So maraming salamat ulit. Maraming namulat dito sa ating diskusyon ngayong hapon na ito. Importante lang po, hindi lang yung collaboration ng bawat industriya, pero nakikita rin natin dito na importansya na lahat tayo ay may bayanihan across the industries at yung Pilipinas po moving forward, dapat tayo maging mas self-sufficient pagdating sa agrikultura dahil dito po yung potential ng ating mga negosyo.
Yes.
We can, like sabi nga ni Sir Glenn, with agriculture, we can push things over the top. Nasa atin naman yung kakayahan. Kailangan ngayon itong, kumbaga, wake-up call, yung ating COVID crisis sa ating mga farmers, sa ating mga meat producers, sa ating mga poultry producers, na ayusin yan. At hindi lang yan. Nakikita rin po natin importansya ngayon ng pagiging online, yung digital transformation ng mga kumpanya. Kung noon, maliit lang yung porsyento na gumagawa ng negosyo online, nakikipag-connect online, nakikita po natin ngayon that online is the way to go to build our business. Maliit man o malaki, dapat tayo ay online po ngayon. Maraming salamat ulit sa inyong lahat po. Mr. Jerome Ong, CEO of CDO Foods, Pierre Curay, President-elect ng Supply Chain Management Association of the Philippines, Glen Villaroman, CEO na Accel Sprout, at si Mr. Max Yap, yung past President ng SCMEP. Maraming salamat po ulit sa inyong insight at marami pong yung natututunan yung ating mga ka-negosyante ngayong hapon ito. Guys, thank you for your time. God bless. Stay safe, stay home.
God bless.
We can go ahead now. May konti kaming announcement lang po sa ating mga nakikinig dito ngayon. Huwag lang kalimutan ng inyong mga comments at mga mensahe. Mag-comment na po kayo lahat para sa lahat mga natutunan nyo ngayong hapon na ito from our Go Negosyo mentors, at maaari kayong magkaroon ng chance na ma-feature sa ating Go Negosyo comments of the day. Please use the hashtag MentorMeOnline or hashtag Free Negosyo Mentorship. Inaanyayahan ko pa rin po kayo lahat na sumali sa aming Bounce Back Philippines Facebook support page. Diyan namin po tinutulungan yung ating mga frontliners sa kanilang mga medical supplies and equipment, pati yung mga komunidad na kailangan ng tulong, kailangan ng pagkain, kailangan din ng medical supplies, at tinutulungan po rin natin yung mga entrepreneurs, mga network na entrepreneurs. Kung kailangan nyo ng tulong, kung kailangan nyo mag-network, kung kailangan nyo mga contact, please visit our Bounce Back Philippines support page. Like it so you can find out how you can help out right now sa ating COVID crisis. And again, help the COVID-19 outbreak in the Philippines through We Care. Ang We Care ay We Connect, Act, and Respond to Emergencies. Ito po ay isang non-profit emergency response platform that connects individuals or groups na gusto mag-donate ng kanilang mga resources sa ating mga emergency and support organizations, kagaya ng mga ospital that urgently require assistance habang sa panahon ng krisis. The platform is 100% free and now open for pledges and requests. Brought to you by Cortex, isang subsidiary ng Concepcion Industrial Corporation. Tulungan po natin ating mga frontliners in their fight against COVID-19 by pledging the much-needed resources. Register now at www.wecare.ph and join their Facebook page at WeCare platform. Subaybayan po ang ating mga sumusunod na Mentor Me Online mamayang 6 p.m. para sa ating special episode, updates, challenges, and efforts on COVID-19. Ito po ulit si Rj Ledesma, yung inyong Go Negosyo mentor at co-founder ng Mercato Centrale para sa Go Negosyo, Mentor Me Online. Maraming salamat po. Stay safe, stay home. God bless.
Prosperity cannot only be for the few. And focused on the sector that is the most challenging is the agri sector.
Agriculture and agribusiness have played and continue to play an important role as a driver for social and inclusive growth and true agriculture-related value-adding activities.
Since 2016, the Office of the Presidential Advisor for Entrepreneurship has helped our agripreneurs achieve success and bring about prosperity for all. Now, marking its 15th year, Go Negosyo, together with the Department of Agriculture, in partnership with Shopee, go even further to revolutionize the agri sector and empower our rice farmers in this age of digitalization. Introducing the Magri app, an online free-for-all rice market. Magri allows consumers to search and buy produce directly from nearby local rice farmers. Users can also view updates on rice suggested retail price and seasonal item demands. Magri is an innovative tool that promotes inclusive and sustainable growth. And together, we will rise for the Filipino rice farmers.
Agri is really the game changer. It is the solution to the biggest problem in this country, poverty.
I believe that by unity, cooperation, and hard work, we shall achieve our aspiration for our country. Let us work together to realize our hopes and dreams for our people and nation.
The Magri app. Download now.